All right. Hey, working. Of the my audio. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure audio's working. So maybe we'll see. I'll see the the will let me know. Is it working? It looks like it's working. All right. A little louder though. All right. Go a little louder. Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, play nice games. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate seeing you. It's working. All right, great. It's working. All right. Salam. My name is Mustafa. This is Sabr Path. Quick introduction. So I've been in the game industry, worked administration at Treyarch. I've done QA for a software development company that was working on or cycling game that's a competitor to Peloton. I have an indie game on trying to get back to working on my second indie game on. I've taught at the college level. I've taught like game design, game testing, um, what's a graphic communication. Hopefully, I keep on teaching. Hopefully, they give me more work and I don't get cancel cultured. Did you get the Steam controller? No, I did not. I do not have disposable income at the moment, so right now I can't buy stuff. Like I don't really play games too much right now. I'm busy here to give my like and to say Mixtape is another Nepo baby's pipe dream. Hey, AG, thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining here. What you guys think about the countdown I had? Well, I unfortunately I wasn't paying attention to the last few seconds, so I didn't start immediately. But I mainly added the countdown because I've seen people leave comments, the chat saying they don't like the fact that the stream starts and I just start talking. Um, so I figured, okay, I'm gonna put a countdown instead, and maybe that might help collect the audience before I start. So, anyways, let me know about the countdown. I mean, I figure other streamers do countdowns. Maybe the 10 minutes too long. I was trying to. I was initially gonna do 5 minutes, but then I decided, oh, I need to get some like notes up to get prepped. But anyways, personal YouTube channel. Thank you for joining. Am I the only one that dislikes the character design in Mixtape? We'll talk about that in a second. Pull the microphone back. It's okay. All right, I'll pull that better. Better pulling it back. That better? Let me know. Let me know if that's better. I unplugged it. Oh, all right, good. No, part of the Legion of that art. um, okay, so yeah, let's get going. If there's more issues with my audio, let me know. I'll get that. So today, I'm gonna talk about three things. If I have time at the end, I'll talk about sorrows again. Not too much. Try to repeat lots from last time, but if there's time at sorrows, but the main things I want to talk about, Slay the Spire 2. That will be like smaller discussion. The bigger discussion will be Mixtape. And before I get to that, I want to share my quick thoughts, really quick thoughts. Let me get this over here. All right, there we go. But audio still in and out, mostly in. Second, let me Yeah, it looked like it wasn't loose on the other end. So I'm not sure. So on my last video, I did notice some cutting out on the audio as I was editing it. I didn't want to like just re-record the whole thing. Um, so I don't know what's going on. It might be something software related. I have to maybe it might be OBS. Might be have I have to install something. Might be Windows. I don't know. I have to check my microphone. But let me know if there's still issues. There's a chance to play the background music for experience. Oh, I don't have that music on hand. Doo, 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 doo. The elevator music. Yeah, sorry, I don't have that on hand, but probably get like some sort of like lo-fi music for the countdown. That at least you guys know that there's audio. But what am I? Yeah, so if I'm still cutting in and out, let me know. I'm going to. I can't do this right now. I mean that will just uh wasting your guys' time if for me to troubleshoot. So I apologize. I'll do it afterward. I'll look into see still issues. Linux. Oh man, I used to use Linux for a little while back in high school, and I was getting used to it, but then I was like, I like playing games, and I couldn't play games on Linux at the time. It was Ubuntu I was using. So I apologize. Is it that bad? But I'll have to look into why I'm out. Maybe I should lower this. Oh no, that's not. Here's the input. That on the right thing. That's on the right thing. Um, maybe if I just switch and switch. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'll have to figure this out later. Not that, but push on through. Okay, all right. I'll push on. Anyways, let's look at this real quick. Go to camera. So this is gonna be just a few minutes transition. We're gonna talk about this real quick. Star Fox. So just to, I'll just share my thoughts. First of all, let's talk about the look. I think, I mean, first of all, like people are it's either love this or hate this. This image right here, I think looks awesome. It definitely reminds me of the original SNES game, and there's a lot of expression on their faces, especially well, that's Peppy. That's Falcon. That's what is his name again? Slippy has a lot of expression, and I love the expression on Fox. Like here we go, bigger. Yeah, this looks fantastic, but this looks like some Chuck E. Cheese horror show, like Five Nights at Freddy's. This looks like why why does this look nowhere near as good as this? This looks awesome. This looks hideous. Like they totally messed this up. I think they really need to go back and figure something out and make some changes. I know what's it like the girl's name, Cat. She looks even more hideous. I don't know if there's a screenshot of her. Yeah, like they have no life. Look at this image. They have no life in their faces. But this box art, this looks great. Like, can they get the same amount of life that's on this box art into the in-game graphics? Can they do that? If they can, that would look fantastic because I love this. But this, hideous. What are they doing? Fox from Timu. I think it looks good, but we do really need another remake of this game. So here's the thing about that. As far as them making another remake, so yeah, they made this game like a million times at this point. So let's go back, transition back. Basically, that's the other thing I want to talk about real quick. Let me pull that away. Uh, so we have the SNES game, and then we have the N64 game. Let me look at Star Fox Wikipedia. So like how many times did they release this game? So we have Star Fox, the original, and then the N64 game, Star Fox 64, which is like it's not really a remake, it's more like a reimagining. They it's not beat for beat the same game, but it's a reimagining of the same game. And then they have Star Fox Adventures, which is a different game. Then Star Fox Assaults. Let's put this on screen. Transition. Yeah, Star Fox Assault, which is another game by Namco. Star Fox Command, which is kind of where'd I go? Where's the camera? All right. Well, giving up on everything. I need like that better equipment. Everything's falling apart. My mic's not working. My camera keeps shutting off. Anyways, so yeah, so these are different game. This was actually a cool game. This was like a mix between like turn-based strategy and your traditional Star Fox gameplay. I like this game. I thought it was really cool. I had a Nintendo DS, and then Star Fox. So this is the third time this game has come around. So 1, 2, 3. Star Fox 64 3D, and then Star Fox Zero is a different game. Star Fox Guard. I don't know what this is. Tower defense game? Is that what this is? Tower defense video game. Okay. And then Star Fox 2, which is a game that was supposed to come out forever ago but canceled and it came out. So this is the fourth time that they are doing Star Fox again. And so this is not really a surprise considering the fact that Nintendo they don't really care too much about extended lore. Like historically they have not been ones who they don't really care about building on a lore. Like look at Mario. Every single Mario game is a standalone game. Like you can pick up any Mario game. You don't need to have played the previous one. Because they don't care about the lore. In fact, I just realized like a few days ago that Mario and Luigi are supposed to be twins. It's always been that they are, brothers, and Mario is the older brother. And I guess because they are both babies in Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, that they're both babies. They're now considered twins, and Mario is just the older of the two twins. I found out because I installed Super Mario Run, the mobile game. Yeah, I put the mobile game on my phone so my son can play it, and you can unlock. So when you purchase the game within 24 hours, which is $5. You get Luigi, and it has like a little bio, and it says Mario's twin brother. And I was like, when was he the twin brother? But anyways, the point being, like they don't really care about lore. Like for example, people are arguing about like what's the Donkey Kong timeline because of Pauline in the new Donkey Kong game, the latest one, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and it's like Nintendo clearly like don't think too much about the Donkey Kong timeline because Nintendo doesn't care about the Donkey Kong timeline. They don't care about lore. The most that they've put effort into lore is Zelda and even Zelda, like how many of the games are direct sequels to each other? Like they don't have more than 2 in a row when they have a direct sequel. Otherwise, like, you know, they have their crazy timeline that splits into multiple timelines, and um this allows for Nintendo to do like one, they don't have to stay consistent to build upon the lore. They can just focus on gameplay. And two, this also allows for Nintendo to make any game accessible to everybody. You don't need to have played every Zelda game to play the newest Zelda game. And I think that's an important part of their philosophy. Um, I mean, look at the, you know, MCU, for example. MCU, like they've built on, you know, they built so much at this point, and also it's terrible at this point. But regardless, if you're trying to get into the middle of like one of the later movies, you're like, what's going on? What's happening? Who are these characters? They and you have to have watched all of them to figure out what's going on. But anyways, that's my 2 cents on Star Fox. Before we get into the main, let me look at the chat real quick before we move on to Slay the Spire 2. Okay, so let me. Oh, and also, you know, I'm going to, you know, I'll check on chat. If you want to leave a super chat, go ahead, leave a super chat. I would really appreciate it. If you don't want to leave a super chat, totally fine. I'm still going to try to keep up with chat. Leave a like, and you know, I'd appreciate your support. Let's get to the chat. Audio. Okay, look, wasted chat. Okay. All right. System D free. What is this? Not sure what system. Oh, is that like an alternative to Linux? Not that bad. Push through. Tape was money laundering machine. Yep, I agree. Oh, we'll get to that soon. After we talk about Anita Sarkeesian, I think it was it looks good, but we need another remake. Yeah. Fox from Timu. Yeah, I already. Star Fox getting the live action Lion King treatment. That, yeah, I did see somebody post an image like you know, like Star Fox SNES, and then there's Lion King, and then no, sorry, it's Star Fox 64, Lion King, and then Star Fox 64 3DS was Lion King 1.1 and a half, and it was basically comparing everything to Lion King. Hey, Acrolite, welcome to the chat. I just saw you. All right, the SNES and 64 game are the most different. Whoa. A salute from AG to Acolyte. Howdy, guys. Hey, how's it going, Servanan? It was great. Okay, I'm glad that it's working. Oh, okay. So maybe it did fix it. So what I did is I switched mics on Windows. I switched from one mic to a different mic, and then I switched back. So maybe that fixed the issue. So, but let me know if you're still hearing any cutting in and out. Please let me know. If you don't hear it anymore, still let me know. Let me know if that changed, because when I was messing around real quick, I just switched mics and then switched it back. So maybe that might have fixed it. I don't like that the woman that worked Slay the Spire 2, but if you didn't notice when you played the game, that's how it's supposed to be. Anybody can make a game, just keep the politics and views out. And Flex from Acrolite. So let's talk about Slay the Spire 2 real quick. Let's get that on the screen. Where is it? 4-page. Up here, let's switch. Right there, boom. All right, Slay the Spire 2. Now it's getting mostly negative. Oh, that is very positive, and the recent is mostly negative. And the reason is because people have found out that Miss Anita Sarkeesian is credited in this game, and because of that, it went viral, and people are like, "No, get her out of here! What is wrong with you?" So as you can see, like, when did this start? So this was so the negative reviews were mainly when the game went live. So it's on early access. It's still not fully released. It's still in development. Early access means basically is we're going to keep working on the game while you give us money so that we can keep working on the game. And it's like it's launching the game early. And I have my opinions on early access. Personally, I don't like the fact of I don't like early access. There's a time and place, I suppose. Like if I guess if you're working on a game that needs players to actively test if it works, if the systems work. But personally, I don't see myself doing early access because of the fact that once you start taking money from the players, then you have to show up. You have to make sure that the game appears. Whether it is early access or crowdfunding, Kickstarter. But the point is, also like your most diehard fans. These people who start right here and they got the worst experience. They are experiencing the game at its worst rather than the game at its best. And I think the most ideal way to release the game is try to make it what you think is going to be the best, but actually it's not going to be the best because of the fact that there's going to be so many bugs that you don't know about. But then try to fix it up after that. I wouldn't be allowed to work in the game industry with my old colleagues anymore because I'm strongly conservative. And when I left Seattle, most of my friend from game industry cut ties with me. Man, Mixtape got a 10 out of 10 reviews, meaning nothing now, truly. Hey, Mohsen, Salam, how you doing? Yeah, I'm pretty sure similar with me play nice games. I'm pretty sure like I'm not allowed in certain groups anymore either. Fortunately, the school I work at doesn't know about my YouTube channel. Maybe they do. Maybe they do know, but at least none of my students have said anything to me about my YouTube channel. I don't tell them about my YouTube channel. So yeah, fortunately, I haven't had any issues with the school I work at. But as far as trying to get jobs in the game industry, I don't think I'm allowed in anymore, especially since I was causing trouble with my last job and refusing to sign off on the employee handbook, which I did a whole video on that. Yeah, IGN gave most pi for mouse pi for pi mouse pi for higher 6. Skip the ad. Skip the ad. Don't show me an ad. All right. Yeah. So but real quick, my thoughts on Anita Sarkeesian working on this. First of all, like someone not you guys. I'm pretty sure it's not one of you guys. It's someone who watched a replay of my live stream from last year. I don't remember which one it was. Let me hold on. Let's transition. Let's get YouTube up. But I had a live stream last year in which I talked about. Well, first of all, let's collapse that. Let's go to my channel. And let's go to the lives. Put this on cut here. All right. So I did I think, yeah, it had to have been, this one right here. It was actually, whoa, that's like my 1, 2, 3, 4, my 5th live stream. So my 5th live stream, as you can see, has Anita Sarkeesian on it, and I'm talking about developer exposes gaming's DEI problem. So this was 8 months ago, and I was talking about basically in this video, I'm going over different DEI policies that are on like what Microsoft's website, Sony's website. I was talking about Anita Sarkeesian because she was doing a GDC. Like this was very recently, like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. And in the comments to this, let me see if I can find the comments. But someone was like, let's go to sort by newest, maybe. Oh, there. Imagine being being so brain broken, you're still talking about Anita Sarkeesian in 2025. Yo, am I right or am I right? Am I right or am I right? Like I'm so brain broken that I'm talking about Anita Sarkeesian in 2025. Yeah, here she's still here. 2026. She's still here. You guys think she disappeared? As long as she's alive, she's gonna as long as she's making money, as long as she's making enough money, she's going to keep doing this. Like this dude right here, paper bag kun, like trying to talk smack. Anyways, like, yo, she's not gone. And the thing is, I do see people making the point of like saw Colin Moriarty making the point, and in fact, in this chat as well, making the point that like, okay, you don't see her influence. People play through the game and they don't see her influence. First of all, let's be clear that the game is still in development. Things can change at any point because it's still in development. Secondly, they hired her. So there could be multiple reasons why they hired her. The developers themselves, they might have hired her because they agree with her worldview, and therefore that's why they reached out to her specifically. Like there's no way you can know about her and be unaware of her worldview. You can't. There's no way you can know about her and be unaware of her impact on the gaming industry, because she had a huge impact. Like 10 years ago, she had a huge negative impact on the game industry. There's no way you can like be unaware of the negative impact she had. So you either see it as a negative impact or you see it as a positive impact that you want to build upon. So that's one possibility. The other possibility is that maybe Devolver Digital is. Oh wait, Devolver Digital, are they the publisher? No, it's Megacrit. Megacrit's games. They're self-publishing it. All right, I take it back. I thought Devolver was publishing this. No, they're self-publishing. So yeah. I think that's the most likely possibility, because I was gonna say maybe Devolver Digital maybe had something to do with it, but no, it doesn't look like they have. They're not publishing this, but I think the most likely possibility is that they reached out to her because the fact that they agree with her social political movement. Here's the thing, whether they take all her feedback and apply all her feedback, or if it's the complete other extreme, she gives like one paragraph of feedback and they do absolutely nothing with it. Like they take her feedback and then they're like, oh, dismissed. She still got paid. They still reached out to her. Or whether they reached out to her and they paid, or she reached out to them and said, hey, let me get in on this. And they're like, okay, get in on it. Whichever way it went, it is a problem that she is being paid to consult. She self-admittedly knows nothing about video games. She probably knows more about video games now than she did 10 years ago, because she's within the ecosystem. She goes to GDC every year. She's around game developers, so maybe she knows more now. But she's definitely not someone who became famous because of her expertise. She became famous because she was disrupting the system. Point being, like, get her out of here. Get her and people like her. Like, they are a problem. They are only pushing for social political change. They are not pushing for improvement of storytelling, improvement of narrative, improvement of games. Like, just get them out of here. Let me look at the chat real quick. This one's bigger. Okay. Okay. You get don't hate journalists strongly enough. I do wonder, is it fair to give Slay the Spire 2 downvotes? Came out, and you ripping them off. Like, all right. So here's the thing. If you look at what happened to my video? Am I frozen? Okay, no, I was reading. That's why. Okay. So if we look at the reviews for Slay the Spire 2, in fact, let me get this article up real quick. Where is the article? This article from The Gamer. Get this up real quick too. That. All right. So The Gamer, the grifter. That's what they are. They. Anyways, the gamer's terrible, but they're like, all they love, what they love to do on The Gamer is attack gamers. They love talking smack about gamers. They love throwing gamers under the bus. How are they called thegamer.com and they like hate gamers? Anyways, her entire article is basically about, like, look at these guys. They decide that they hate the game only after they learn that Anita Sarkeesian is part of the game. And you go down to the comments of this actual article. People who are part, they have accounts on The Gamer, and they're like, what the author doesn't understand is the players have separated their enjoyment from the person's involvement. They even comment they enjoy the game but dislike the person involved. This will be something developers will consider before inviting her for future consulting work. And a lot of the comments basically say this, is that they say that they enjoy the game, that the game is good, but they cannot support the game because of who was involved. I mean, it's a similar mindset of, like, okay, for example, I do not purchase from, like, the biggest companies that are on the boycott list. That's basically these companies are huge supporters of the country that starts with I, the big I. And so I don't support, I try to avoid those companies, because I don't want to support the big I. I want to make sure that there is a, hit them hard, make most impact, and avoid those biggest companies. Like for example, Coca-Cola. I mean, I don't drink Coca-Cola anyways, but point being, whether I like it or not, I'm not going to support it. Same thing with this situation with this game. It's like, okay, maybe the game is good, but I don't want to. These, the people who are leaving negative reviews are basically saying, I don't want to support a game that is also in support of people whose views are they hate me. Because that's how Anita Sarkeesian and her her group of cronies, and they're all like, they're anti-gamer. There's a famous clip that has gone around of Anita straight up saying like, everything is, I don't want to just list off the words, but she basically says everything is an IST. But anyways, let's get back to the chat. Let me see what's got. Miss Anita Sarkeesian, just call her RP. More fitting for a rat. Complicated. Let me get quick. So back to the chat. Read that real quick. Again, I'm going through chat. If you want to do a super chat, do super chat. I always appreciate it. Otherwise, leave a like. That would really help boost the algorithm. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Mustin, about only get gold from Satan. Yeah, I agree with AG that the studios burned all bridges with gamers. Nothing will be free. Yeah, like at this point, like once you have shown that you're willing to spend money on these type of consultants, then you're burning goodwill. At a certain point, some people are like, okay, I like the game so much I can't help myself. But we've crossed a line where a lot of people simply don't care anymore. They don't care how good a game is. You can tell them, oh, you're gonna miss out this great game. Hey, there's so many great games. Don't got time for all of them. I could always add another game to the list of games I don't want to play. Hey, Peaceful Dance. Hey, welcome to the chat. I haven't seen you in a bit. Looks like you changed your avatar. Points need to be made. She's toxic. Yes, I completely agree. Let's see. Rock Vanguard. Always good. Yeah, I wonder if like the DEI money is still going around with like BlackRock, Vanguard, all that stuff, Blackstone, everything. Because like from what I understand, like a lot of that money has dried up at this point, but I'm not sure. As far as like what does she do to consult? I'm only guessing. I really have no idea, but my guess would be that she probably takes a look at the different female characters, well, probably all the characters, and then says we need more female characters. Like that's always gonna be the answer. Like we need more. She's never gonna say you have enough. It's always gonna be you need more. And then she looks at the different female characters and evaluates not only their design doesn't need to be changed, or also evaluates their role. Like, okay, this woman is too much of a victim. She needs to be stronger. Make her more manly. You can't help her out. She needs to help herself. That's my guess. I don't know. I have no clue. But if I were to guess, that's what I'd say is her guess. I mean, what she does. Probably has connecting to get you some funding if you take her into writing room. Okay, so AG, if you want to know the reason, look for the interview to Tolkien. He spoke about the jailers. C.S. Lewis wrote about the terrible fortress in Peralundra. This makes he has no real work to do. Okay, all right, got caught up. All right, so yeah, that's my thoughts on Anita. and Slay the Spire 2. Basically, the key point is that people are going to look at this and connect that if they paid her to be part of the team, then they have some sort of there is some amount of a Venn diagram overlap between them and her and their ideologies. And people are tired of that. And they are rightfully, it's rightful for them to not want to support it. You can't force them. Oh, you like the game. I like the game. Well, a lot of these same people who say this are also like, they have like free Palestine in their in their bios, or a watermelon slice in their their bios, something like that. It's like, okay, it's the same mindset. Same mindset. You can't be of support of one form of protest and then say another form of protest is invalid just because you don't agree with that protest. Hey Wrangler, welcome to the stream. Her job sounds like the easiest grift. Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't envy her though. She's older than me and she has no kids and she married herself. Like I talked about it last time when I was doing my live stream talking about her. I showed that. And hey, okay, let's see. I truly recommend you the interview C.S. Lewis, the Cosmic Trilogy. By the way, before to leave, I want to thank you for your videos about character creation. They shape my own tabletop RPGs. Hey, I'm glad that helped you out. Let me search that real quick. Cosmic Trilogy. Up. Have it on my screen. Wait, the space. Okay, Cosmic Trilogy, also known as the Space Trilogy, is a series of science fiction novels. Okay, all right. I like C.S. Lewis. In fact, I am currently reading. In fact, that reminds me real quick. I need to check it out before the app disallows me, because I use Hoopla. Hoopla is a library app and it lets you check out books. And okay, it looks like I got it. So yeah, it lets you check out books, but the library card that you're tied with, got it. You have to use your library card on this app, Hoopla. And on Hoopla, the library that is tied with your library card, whatever your library is, they'll have X amount of books you can check out on the app. So I'm just gonna throw a number, maybe 1,000. I don't know. Let's say 500. I think that's more of a realistic number. You got to check out 500 books. The entire library. Everybody who is a patron of that library can check out 500 books within that day. So if you don't check out a book before everybody else reaches that limit, then it'll say, "Oh, your library reached the daily limit. Wait until midnight for the limit to reset." So that's why I have to check it out. But I am currently reading. The point being, I'm currently reading Prince Caspian to my son. We already read the first book, Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe. My son loved it. He he really likes Peter, the oldest of the boys. Like he like, my son walks around with a sword and like acts like he's a knight. Oh, I'm Peter, and we watched the first movie together. Now we're watching, not watching. We're reading Prince Caspian. So yeah, I really like C.S. Lewis. I'll probably get around to the Cosmic Trilogy. Did you read Dune? No, I did not read Dune. Libraries still exist. Yes, they still exist. Libraries are fantastic. I would like to make time for Dune. I'm trying to read more fiction. So maybe I'll get to reading Dune. Oh, and Namo Gnome. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. Did I miss anybody else? Did I not say hi to anybody? If I didn't say hi to you, say something, and I'll say hi to you anyways. Anyways, let's get back to the go back to what am I gonna talk about? So I already talked about Anita. How long has this been going? 1 second. Where is the live stream? Okay, the live stream's been going on for an hour. Oh, I better let's get going to the next topic. We're going to talk about Mixtape. All right, so I have some articles. Let me get them on the screen real quick. So Mixtape. This is we are seeing in real time, like gaslighting. We're seeing an industry plant. We're seeing probably money laundering. We're seeing astroturfing. This is like such huge astroturfing. This game, I know a lot of people think it just came out of nowhere, which it appears it did. It definitely was shown in the past. I do remember seeing the trailer at one of the, it's either Xbox or sorry about that. I had to burp. So it's either Xbox or Sony's press conference, and it was just they showed this trailer as a montage, and I definitely remember seeing it. So it's not that it came out of nowhere, but it was kind of like under the radar for a while, and then once it came out, boom, it was everywhere. It's all over the place. 10 out of 10s. And I don't think I need to really recap. I think that'd be a waste of time for me to recap a lot of this stuff because most of you guys know what's going on. If you're watching this, you know what's going on with Mixtape. So I'm not going to insult your intelligence and tell you stuff that you already know. But I'm going to get into my opinion on this. First of all, there's like 3 different things we can look at this. 1 being like the game itself, 2 being the reviews, and then what ties into that is the astroturfing. That's number 3. So first of all, the game itself. It is, how should I put it? Where would I start with the game itself? I don't think it's made by people who lived during the 90s. It's made by Australians and it's supposed to represent 90s America. Where did I put the my Twitter? There's Twitter. Oh, Twitter. Real quick. So let me get this on. There we go. All right, this one. And let. All right, this one right here. Not go play sound, but all right. There's just a lot going. First of all, like it's kind of a nitpick to say that this is like moving really fast. Okay, it's a video game, whatever. It's moving fast. I mean, shopping carts don't move this fast. If you've used a shopping cart with any amount of weight, especially these old shopping carts with terrible wheels, you're struggling to get it moving. So the fact that this is moving this fast, whatever. All right, it's a video game. But one thing that I immediately noticed while I was watching this clip, whoops, get back. One thing I immediately noticed, you could tell that these people who made the game are not American because American shopping carts, look at those back wheels. American shopping carts don't have back wheels that turn. American shopping carts, the only store in America I've been to in which the back wheels turn is IKEA. That's it. Only IKEA. Every other store in America, the back wheels do not turn. So this is incorrect. This is not even American. Like there's a lot of stuff that they got wrong with this game. I mean, like everyone has seen the clip of the audio tape that is the cassette. It's upside down. It's let me see where it's at. Go back here. Yeah, like it's upside down. There's a lot wrong with it. Oh, here it is. The trans back. This, like, this is first of all, this is they wrote on upside down. This is the bottom. So if you flip it around, this is actually the left side. This is the wrong side. Like, there's just a lot wrong with this. I'm not going to explain because everyone has seen this already. But there's just a lot. There's a lot of things with this game that indicate that it's not made by Americans, nor is it made by people who live in the 90s. Like this scene right here where they're taking pictures. Like he says, can the camera handle the kind of sauce I'm putting out here? Sauce is not a word that was said in the 90s. Like this is Gen Z talk. This is literally Gen Z lingo. And let's also talk about the fact that they both have the same. I don't think they're supposed to be siblings, but they both literally have the same face, and they both look like Pro Jared. Like they look hideous. Yeah, this can the camera handle my sauce in the game fetishizing 90s and my gears. Like this is not 90s. It's not American. It's trying to be 90s America, and it's neither. It has a lot of stuff that they found from movies. And also, speaking of movies, so like a lot of the movies references are movies from the 80s. So it has 80s movie references. It has lingo from like the, Gen Z. It had the fashion. Like I'm looking at the screenshots. The fashion looks like 2000s. It doesn't look like 90s to me. Like it looks like 2000s fashion. It looks like a mix of all sorts of stuff, and they did not get a lot of it right. Let me get to the chat real quick. Where the oh. Where'd my chat? There it is. Big chat. All right. Down. Aspen go play. Oh. Masculine. Yeah. Okay. Skill Up gave Mixtape a thumbs up. I don't know how to feel about that. I hear I don't really watch Skill Up, so I just hear stuff about him. Like some people say that he's a big shill. I don't know. Like his nickname is Shill Up. I don't watch him, so I don't know. I do sometimes watch Luke Stevens, and Luke Stevens seems like the type that, so sometimes he clearly gets paid for stuff. Like he talked positive about Star Wars Outlaws, but then once it's safe to start talking smack, he'll talk smack. Like once it was safe to talk smack about Concord, he totally talked smack. But while it was new, he was like, yeah, it's an alright game. It's worth checking out. So, like people like Luke Stevens, they try to be in the middle. What else? It was made by theater kids from Australia. Yeah, most likely. Yeah. And not even from the 90s. Like they're probably like Gen Z, probably like I saw the entire playthrough. Is cringe. Actually, the game director lived experience, but he must have been a teen in the 80s. No. I don't know how old the game director is. No pups, no boss else. Hasn't considered a video game. Hey, those things don't really make a video game. But I get the joke though. Visual novels or games. Lingo is not right. Yeah, I agree. The lingo is they messed up the lingo, fashion, face models. Yeah, the faces are hideous. They also took time and efforts to perfect that awful. Yeah. Okay, that thing. So BAFTA. BAFTA is the one who made that um go viral. They posted a video of the tongue thing, and that's just disgusting. Like I left a comment with them, calling them out. I'm like, this is not art. This is a fetish. Like you guys should feel shame for not only posting this but supporting it. You guys are disgusting. All right, so with all that stuff said, so the game itself, obviously we've seen that the game plays itself. The game has very little gameplay, has interaction, but it's not. Why is my? Yeah, it has things you can interact with, but no real interaction. And so like it's basically it's not good enough to be a movie. So it's like a they tried making a game and it's not good enough to be a game either. It was an art experiment, and if you like the nostalgia, go ahead, enjoy it. I'm not saying you're not allowed to enjoy it. But first of all, nostalgia is like such a cheap way to try to score points with connecting with the audience. The entire game is just built off of two things: nostalgia and music. In fact, the music also falls within nostalgia as well, because all the reviewers are saying that the best thing is the music. That this is what makes the game. The music isn't even original. The music is all licensed. They paid at least hundreds of thousands. Maybe it could be cheaper if they had like some sort of like a deal, some sort of inside deal, because of the owner of Annapurna Interactive, which we'll get to her in eventually. But the point, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it's they put a lot of money into the music, money into the money. Put a lot of money into the music, and the music is the main thing of the game. So without the music, the game is not the game. You would not have the same experience if you liked the game. If your experience is you loved it, you would not have that same love if that music didn't exist. The trailer, you watch the trailer, and it lists all the bands, Devo, whatever. Like they're all like they're listed on the trailer, because these are the main selling points. You're selling the music, not the game itself. And there are people who love music. They're really huge on music. I'm not a big music guy anymore. I used to listen to music when I was younger. I don't listen to music anymore. I'm not really a music guy, but if you're a music person, have at it. Enjoy your music. But clearly the game itself is lacking. It's short. I mean, that's fine to have a short game, but it seems to have like no replay value. The story itself is only nostalgia. It's only built off nostalgia because the characters are garbage. You have one character, the main character, her personality is I like music. Then you have her stoner friend. His personality is stoner. Then you have the rebellious girl. Her personality is rebellious. And then they have this scene at the end of the game where like it's supposed to be made out that she's strong and courageous for threatening her father with wanting to start a forest fire as the cabin is burning, as if that's a good thing. Like it's people who think that is a powerful message, it's like, where were your parents? What is your relationship with your parents? And also, to me, it's an indication that you are also not a parent. You haven't matured beyond high school. Is that what I'm getting here? I don't know. Am I wrong? Let me know. But if people enjoyed this experience, you're allowed to enjoy it. But at the very least, for those who are reviewing the game, they need to show that they can at least be objective with how they review the game. Because a game review isn't, I enjoyed the game, therefore good review. If you let's get this clown on the screen real quick. Because this clown, he represents what I'm about to go into. All right. Mr. Paul Tassi. He now writes for Forbes and also does his own thing as well. Beat Mixtape. Did not especially like it, but I truly don't understand why people are losing their minds over it, because IGN gave it a 10. Who cares? Nostalgia didn't quite hit me. I'm a little younger for these guys. I mostly listen to Blink-182 and Linkin Park. Okay, let me spell it out to you, Mr. Paul Tassi. Let me spell it out. The game's clearly flawed. The game lacks gameplay. The game is extremely short. The game purely stands on nostalgia and music. If a reviewer can't even admit those things, if a reviewer can't objectively explain both the pros and the cons of a game, then they are not doing their job as a reviewer. They are not being objective. Yes, there's always going to be a bit of leeway with the subjectiveness of how much they enjoy the game, but that is supposed to alter like whether the game's going to be a 7.5, if you want to shift it from being a 7.5 to a 8, or down to a 7. Like, okay, I'm going to shift it up and down just a little bit. From what I'm seeing about this game, it looks like maybe it lands between on the IGN scale, maybe a 7 out of 10, maybe a 7 out of 10, maybe a 5 out of 10. If you want to go off the IGN scale. But if you can't be objective, then and this is across the board. If this is across the board where people are not being objective with the reviews, then this is why it's a problem, Mr. Paul Tassi. I truly don't understand. I don't understand. What is going on? I'm so confused. What is, I can't connect dots. What's happening? I can't connect dots. My name is Paul Tassi. I don't understand this. Please, can someone explain to me? Can someone explain? What is wrong with it's? I admit the game isn't that good, and because the nostalgia didn't hit me, I definitely didn't like the game, and the game purely lasts on nostalgia and music, as I mentioned in my own tweet. But I don't understand what's wrong with IGN giving it a 10. What's wrong with everybody giving it a 10 out of 10? I don't get it. What's up with people losing their minds? Tassi, goofball. You need things to be spelled out to you. You need things to be spelled out to you. Or are you, Paul Tassi, are you dumb or are you acting dumb? Please tell me you're acting dumb, because you can't be that dumb. I refuse to believe you're that dumb, so please tell me you're acting dumb. Man, so let me catch up with the chat real quick before I go into the astroturfing. Um, real quick. Let me get to the chat. Again, if you haven't liked the video, please like the video. If you want to leave a super chat, leave a super chat. Let me skim through these. Okay, yeah, Mohsen, about the movie thing. So, they actually, I did see something. Do I still have it on screen or not? Am I still sharing? So let me. Did I bookmark it? Did I bookmark it? Let's. No, I did not bookmark it, but I did see that they are putting it on movie theaters. That it's going to be released in movie theater. Let me see, movie the theater. Okay, all right. Well, let me do a search real quick. Mixtape theaters. Um. Okay, yeah. Oh wait, no. It looks like this got community noted. Let's see. Community note says no limited theatrical release of Mixtape has been announced by the developers or publishers. Okay, so never mind. I take it back. Community note says no theatrical release. So I retract my statement that it will be in movie theater. Um, bookmarks. Um, chat, chat real quick. Better at. I'm playing directive. This is directive 8020. Directive. Is is that the actress that's in the MCU? Go there. What character does she play? Rambeau. What's her name? Not Monica Rambeau, but her mother, Donna Lynch. Oh, that is a picture. That's a crazy picture. Let's. It's a that's a wild picture. I think that's her. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely her. What was her name? Yeah, yeah, Maria Rambeau. Okay, yeah, that was her. Anyways, get back to the chat. Um, theater. Okay, Skill Up is pretty legit. One of the few real ones. People, self included, call him Skill Up as a ironic joke, which is why problematic. Ziggy Stardust. Why are you talking about cat parent? Oh, cat parents. Okay, I get what you. Cat mom, cat dad, cat dog, cat. I'm so out of touch, says Paul, and he continues. Nope, it's the gamers that are the problem. Yeah, I agree with you, Severnon. That is basically what Paul Tassi said. Legendary. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to say before I move on to the like even when you look at IGN's review, um The IGN review says The Vanishing of Ethan Carter is a better game. The Vanishing of Ethan Carter came out 9 years ago, almost a decade ago, and it got an 8 out of 10. So The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, my thoughts on it is it was an okay game. I mean, it's a walking sim. The story was okay. It didn't like make me cry. You know, it didn't like change my life. It wasn't like I can barely remember the story. I just remember there was a fire and the boy died in the fire. That's all I really remember. It's been almost 10 years since I played the game, and so I honestly don't remember what all the game was about. I just remember just being a walking sim. It had some cool parts like this puzzle where the house changed rooms depending on like how you entered the room or something like that. But it was okay. Well, I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was great either. And like this IGN review straight up says Vanishing of Ethan Carter is a better game than Mixtape. And they gave it an 8 out of 10 IGN. Of course, there's a different person who reviewed it. But how does an 8 out of 10 game from almost 10 years ago and it's better? How is this new game a 10 out of 10? Like that's an inconsistency within their own scale. Also, director was a teen 90s and basically autobiography. First Anita, now we for the video game review, the game all over again. Well, oh yeah, another that also reminds me. During the first Gamergate, or around, I think it was maybe before the first Gamergate. When did this game? Gone Home. When did Gone Home come out? Gone Home game. Gone Home came out 2013. I think that was like a couple years out. When was Gamergate? I think 2011. Come on, formulate. 2014. So it was before. It was before Gamergate. So, yeah, Gone Home was one of those AstroTurf games, like similar to Mixtape. Like it had the '90s aesthetic. That's basically it. It just had '90s aesthetic. I don't think it had like any like music that was licensed, but yeah, like Gone Home was similar. They're oh, this is amazing. The story was so good. It made me cry. I played through the game and I was like, here, I don't care about the characters. Like, do you only care about this because she's a lesbian? Is that it? Is that the only thing? Was that it? Was that the thing that sold you? And it was clearly an AstroTurf game that, you know, all these gaming outlets like IGN were uplifting it as if it was something great, and it barely had any gameplay. Like there's only one puzzle in the game. Everything else in the game was something you could pick up and look at, and then you learn more about the story, and that was it. There was no gameplay. It was walking sim to a T. It just had literally had only one puzzle, and then it was stuff that you had to move on a table, and then it opened a door, and that's it. Yeah, Gone Home was garbage. Didn't like that game back then. I back then I was like, why is this? Why I didn't say it was AstroTurf, but I was like, why is everybody like uplifting this game? When's my game coming out? I wish I could answer that. I need to get more. I've just been really busy with work and applying for jobs. I should be able to. I'm transitioning to a new means of making money. It's so I found that I mean, just to be real quick, it's like AI training. It makes more money than like, you know, DoorDash or whatever. Like this warehouse job is killing me. My back is aching all the time because of this warehouse job. And I barely make anything. I barely make anything with this warehouse job, but it's a job, and I have to take care of my family. So once they approve my account, like I took this assessment test for AI training, but long story short, once I realign with this new means of making money, then I'm going to start trying to focus more time on developing my game. But yeah, let me make sure that I got the volume getting a lot. Oh, is the volume bad? Let me lower this a little bit. Okay. Let me know if that's better. If there's issues with the volume, let me know. I thought stream was frozen. Turned out you fooled me for a second. Oh, was I not? Hey, Mr. 10 years. Mr. 10 years. Assalamu alaikum. How's it going? You can't have you can't have a better game in 10 out of 10 review. Those are definitely the best games. Yeah, yeah. Like if you're saying a game is a 10 out of 10, you're basically saying this is perfection. That doesn't mean that you can't improve anything, but it's more like, man, I can't believe they made this game. I can't believe that this was the result. Like for example, I guess like Elden Ring or the Witcher 3, you know, people are like, man, this game is amazing. I haven't played either of those, but those are games that come to mind when for me, like a 10 out of 10 would be like Portal 2, because that game, fantastic campaign. There's nothing that I feel like they could have done to really significantly improve the flaws of the game. I think that game was fantastic. That would be like a 10 out of 10. But anyways, man, what's your point of making proper games with levels, gameplay, tension, learning curves, cutscenes? I should just make a rainbow walking sim with a single puzzle. Yeah, you got it. You got it. The more rainbow, the better. Nostalgia. You gotta have nostalgia too. 90s nostalgia. Specifically, it has to be 90s nostalgia. You can't have nostalgia for anything else other than 90s. The Steam controller just arrived. Hey, awesome. Congrats. Okay, so let's get to the astroturfing. So, for those of you who are not in on the know, let's move this over here. Get this. Where is it? Nope. Nope. Talk about this. Edition. There we go. All right. So this is the head or the founder of Annapurna Interactive, Megan Ellison. She is the daughter of Larry Ellison, who is yeah, he's the co-founder of Oracle. But the main point about Larry Ellison is he is the 5th richest man in the world. He is like his net worth is like $500 billion or something like that. He's omega rich. He's a nepo baby. Her brother's also a nepo baby. So she had like Annapurna Pictures or something like that, like a movie publishing thing, and then she did a spin-off for basically another company called Annapurna Interactive, and the purpose of this was to do like transmedia. So a good example of transmedia would be like The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead, or Robert Kirkman in general. Like his stuff is transmedia. So Walking Dead has the comic book, the TV show, the video games, and that's the idea of transmedia, is that the IP exists on multiple different forms of media. You could see it right now with Robert Kirkman and Invincible. Like Invincible was a comic book, now it's a cartoon. He's also making video games, etc. That's what transmedia is. So she basically set up Annapurna Interactive, and then she did nothing. She just kind of stepped away. And then in 2020, she came back and decided to be more hands-on and started messing things up. And then 2 years ago, or yeah, like a year and a half ago, 2024, she like basically the entire staff, they walked out on her. Everybody like every single person left. The only person that was left was her, and then she had to like rehire a brand new start. She had to hire new people. So there's a lot of shadiness with her and the company, and that's basically just a quick summary of what's going on. The point being, like, so Larry Ellison, this guy is filthy rich. He has infinite money. He's one of those people who wants to make sure that people are controlled. Like there's I think it's this one. Let me turn on the audio. 1 second. Let's get the audio up. Okay. The audio is working, so I don't just play it. Let's second. Here we go.
Police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording, watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on. And it's unimpeachable. The police.
Yeah, this is Larry Ellison. This is the kind of he's just like all the other billionaires. Like he's the type of guy that wants to control people. But yeah, so she's the head of Annapurna Interactive, and she's completely funding this game. Like completely funding, so it's like Beethoven and dinosaurs, something like that. So what was Artful Escape? So this is like their previous game. So this game, I mean, like it looks like it made possibly like $500,000. This was also like a game that. So this is their previous game. I remember seeing this like on the Xbox showcase, and I honestly don't know anybody who has actually played this game. I mean, but apparently it made a lot of money. I mean, enough people who reviewed it. Plus also consoles. But yeah, she completely funded this game developed by 10. But the studio is like 10 people. But here's the thing: you look at this game. This is their first game that Beethoven and Dinosaur made, and let's make sure the audio is off. You look at starring Michael Johnson, Caroline Kinley. Okay, all right. Lena Headey. So Lena Headey, she's she's from Game of Thrones, Cersei Lannister. They got Cersei Lannister on here. Mark Strong, Carl Weathers, Apollo Creed. Like they got lots of big name actors, and they try to make this as if it's like a little indie studio. No, they're not indie. They're a small studio, but they're being funded by infinite money. They're being funded by Annapurna Interactive that has infinite money. Like she's so bad at her job that everybody left the company, and she's still going strong because her father gives her infinite money. And that's the thing to keep in mind with this stuff. Like that's why we have I'm pretty sure all you guys have seen this clown right here who let me get this off of me. Who's showing off all the swag. This is the swag that they're sending to people. Like, they're giving this. I mean, it's called Mixtape, and they're giving the CD players, CDs and CD players. Anyways, and then he's showing off the swag he's getting. This expensive headphone. This is $200 right there. This CD player. All this swag, and then just showing it off. And you bro, like, just fashion tip real quick. First of all, like, guys, try not to get like too overweight. Like, exercise, eat well. I know I'm a little chunky right now. I'm trying to turn things around. So I'm trying to like listen to my own advice. Don't try not to get chunky. But if you do get chunky, don't wear a shirt size too big. Don't do this. Oh yeah, this is the shirt that they sent him, but he probably requested this size. Don't dress in a like, it doesn't look good. Don't wear something too tight, but don't wear something too loose either. Don't dress this way. But anyways, you look at him in the comments, and all he's doing is damage control. I didn't review the game. Find peace. I didn't review it. No review score. You know, like, bro, who you trying to kid? Who are you kidding? Anyways, like, the point that I brought this up is that they are sending swag. The game like gets, despite little buzz around these games always end up being shown on like, the Xbox, what's the word I'm looking for? Press conferences, the Xbox press conferences, and like, they have connections. They artificially get these games out to, like, influencers and make artificial buzz. Let me get to the chat. Let's see what the chat's saying. Vomiting rainbows as well. Yeah, exactly. That's a thing you gotta have. So yeah, let's I mean, I'm gonna wrap things up. I'm gonna go through the chat, answer any more questions, and also if anything else comes up that I forgot to mention, I'll also mention that. But we're gonna try to wind down. So if you want to do a super chat, let me know. If you don't, just type in the chat anyways, and also leave a like. Let's see. Didn't she fire the OG crew at Annapurna Hostile Takeover, or do I have it wrong? They all left. Everybody left. What did she? What she did for the former team for Annapurna Interactive is horrible. No, they all walked out. Some real secession type crap. Yeah. You wanted to take over driver's seat. Yeah, exactly. So basically, like, she left, and they were running things on their own. And then she came in. She was like, "Yeah, I'm doing stuff. I'm the boss. Me." That's basically, the whole nepo baby thing. Like, because she has the money, and even though she hired people to do their job, she decided, okay, I want to be more hands on, and rather than like kind of like do like a transitional thing, or learn to be a leader, she decides, I'm good enough doing it. It's really not that bad of a game. Apollo Creed is why I played it. The game made how much? I smell money laundering. Hey, Cosgrove, how's it going? He's from Terminator, Sarah Connor Chronicles. Oh, this guy is a shill. Yeah, this guy, that dude's a definitely shill. Like, even if this guy that I just showed off his all his swag, even if he didn't do a single review, even if he didn't like show the game and say this game is good, the fact is he made a video specifically showing off all the swag, and then wears the shirt, and then he's like dancing, and like that itself is a promotion of the game. He's promoting it because he's showing it in a positive sense. Like, that itself is a promotion. Like you can't, like, how do you not understand that when you have something like, okay, like I'll just, like I got this massage gun, and then I just oh man, this feels so good, and then then I turn it off, and then I can't see what the brand is, but oh, there it is. And I put the brand right in your face, and I'm like, oh, amazing. Like, and the people will be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna check that out too. Like, you don't need to say a lot to promote something. You just your expression, being happy. Oh yeah, that's so good. That's enough. Let's see. Why do game studios make swag? Seems like waste of. It's completely for promotion. I mean, like you could see. What am I? This way. This. There we go. Yeah, right there. I got my Black Ops 4 hat, and there's my Zwift hat, and yeah, like it's completely for promotion. That's the only reason why swag exists. Like if I wear a Call of Duty 4 hat, I'm basically promoting the game. That's basically it. That's why they send it out to influencers. They don't send it out to people unless it's a prize, like regular people. They don't give it to regular people unless it's a prize. That's why they want the developers to wear the stuff, because they want the developers to promote the game, and they want the influencers to promote. The influencers are happy enough that they're getting free things, so they're gonna promote it. That's the only reason why it exists. Invite him to exercise with you. Let's not body shame people. All right, yeah. Let's Blue Thunder. Let's do some kettlebells. Let's do some kettlebell swings together. Come on, bro. Let's get in shape. Let's do this. I'd rather play ET on the Atari 2600. Talk about pain. But hey, do the same. I wish still had my copy of that just for conversation price. The Black Ops 4 hat. Yeah. I don't think I have much else to say. Let me look at my bookmarks real quick. Make sure that let's see, where's the bookmarks? Bookmarks. Anything that I'm missing? Let's look at this real quick. This wild scene. I'm pretty sure you guys seen this already, but this is let's I'll probably have to like also pause it a few times because of the music that's in it. Edition. Okay, turn on the audio. Guess I didn't have the audio on. Oh, did I not have the audio on when I talked about let's go back. Go back. I don't think I had the audio on. Go back. This is what
the police will be on their best behavior, because we're constantly watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior, because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on.
Yeah, that's if that wasn't if the audio wasn't working the last time, sorry about that. But anyways, let's get to this one. So this is
I want you to understand, this ain't a catastrophe. It's a warning.
Like this is such. I don't like using the word cringe to describe things, but this is definitely cringe.
Daddy, if you trap me here, this will only be the beginnings of my wicked ways.
So to add context, this is the end of the game. Like there's a cabin on fire, that they set it on fire, and she basically, her father is a police officer, and she's basically saying, "I'm going to burn down the whole forest if you don't let me go."
Cause I'm angry and I'm wired and I'm fixing for a whole lot of trouble. If you make me stay here, I'm gonna burn the whole fucking place down.
And this is supposed to be presented as something heroic and like, oh, she's standing up for herself. This is like, if your kid's that crazy, first of all, like saying that kind of cringe dialogue. But aside from saying cringe dialogue, but like if your kid's that crazy that you failed as a parent, and then the father, who's a police officer, he basically like lets her go. Talk about too much cringe. What do you think of the new Stranger Than Heaven trailer? Stranger Than Heaven. What? Stranger Than Heaven. What is Stranger Than Heaven? Sega game. Is this part of like the Yakuza? This looks very Yakuza. It's like part of the Yakuza world, or like a dragon. What do they have? Snoop Dogg. What is this? What am I looking at? What is this? All right, so yeah, they got dudes. You got this dude. I don't know who Dean is, but they got Orpheus, played by Snoop Dogg. But is that what this is? This is like some sort of like Yakuza type game. Chat saying. Audio's there. Oh, I talk about put the kid in jail for a week. No, longer for a week. Longer than a week. Arson at best. Yeah. Kids need therapy. All right. Let's wrap things up. Where we at? Where's this? All right. Okay. So, anyways, that's that. Don't want this video to be too long. So has the mic, did it get fixed after I switched? Was there issues with the mic cutting out after I messed around? Let me know real quick. I want to see the chick versus Amelia from Pathways. What was familiar? Pathways. Oh, that Amelia. Okay, yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. The purple hair girl. So anyways, let's see. What am I doing? Next week, talk about what's going on. Okay, so next week. No, what is this? Yeah, next week I should be able to do this same time. Tuesday morning. Fix the whole time after. Okay, great. Thanks, Play Nice Games. Thanks for letting me know. And do I have anything else I want to say real quick? I don't think I have any announcements. I mean, I'm just trying to like focus on getting like finances stable, especially getting rid of this warehouse job, because this warehouse job, it's killing me. My back, like I had back surgery. When was it? 2017. And like when they have me, like there's certain shifts when we're like putting away more stuff, especially bigger stuff. And yeah, sometimes like I just going home, my back is flared up, and I have to ice it. Ice pack right here, but you know I have to ice it. Got to use my back massager. So this job is just really. I'm 40. I'm 40. I had back surgery like almost 10 years ago. I can't do this. And I mean, it's not even paying me much anyways. So, trying to focus on work and getting financially stable. But I also want to get back into the development of Beware Tomorrow, so I can finally finish it. One, so I can, get a game done. Two, yeah, of course, I want it finished because I've been talking about it for forever. And three, I would like to also work on other ideas. I have more ideas for different games, but yeah. So that's. I want to get back to working on Beware Tomorrow. But anyways, I appreciate all you guys for joining me. Everyone who's been part of the chat today, thanks for joining me. Again, one last time, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. And it looks like that my last video was doing pretty good. Where did it go? So go to yeah. So it didn't get like it didn't go like mega viral, but compared to the other videos I've done recently, my video on Tim Kaine actually did pretty good. Like lots of people agreeing with me. I don't think anybody disagreed with me. So I guess the main thing a lot of people disagreed with me was like I was speaking to Tim Kaine in good faith, in which just assuming that he is being honest about answering the question. And a lot of people were basically saying, yeah, Tim Kaine is avoiding the question because he doesn't want to answer the question. And that's a possibility, but there's also a possibility that he's an old guy and he doesn't hang around on the internet, so he doesn't he might be out of the loop. And also there's also a possibility alongside that he probably doesn't speak to younger people for whatever reason. There's lots of ways you can be surrounded by younger people. Like one, have a job in which you're around younger people, like a warehouse job. Like I have a warehouse, like everybody is younger than me at my warehouse job, or the majority of people. The only people older than me are leadership, but like everyone's younger than me. Or you could be like, when I did substitute teaching, I was with teenagers. When I do college teaching, when I teach at college, I'm also around younger people. The point being, there's a possibility Tim Kaine doesn't interact with younger people. There's also a chance he doesn't he's not around the same internet circles. So there's also with that said, there's the possibility he just might not know. But a lot of people, the ones who are disagreeing, sure, I'm not going to try to persuade you that you're wrong. Yeah, he might be disingenuous, but I don't want to approach the discussion in that angle. I feel like if I approach the discussion by saying, yeah, you're a liar, I think that's shutting off the discussion immediately. Either way, the point being that want to approach it from like an angle of wanting to create discussion, but the video went pretty well as far as numbers, and whenever I have something else to talk about that's worth talking about, I'll make another video, but I don't want to make too many at the moment because making videos is very time consuming. Anyways, thanks everybody for joining, all the people saying peace and bye and everything. I appreciate you all. Take care. I'll see you guys next week.